Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 2015 conference Encore. Remember, this is a example of some of the presentations that went on at the ISTE 2015 conference in Philadelphia. So this morning, the first thing we have is Minecraft Club presentation by Trish Cloud. So Trish, go ahead.
Hi everybody, and I'm going to be talking today about Minecraft clubs and using Minecraft EDU in school. So to get us started, I am sharing my screen and we're going to talk about this. I've been using Minecraft EDU for, I think I'm going into my 4th year. And so this is things that I've done and how it aligns to Common Core and ISTE Net standards, and examples of things that you can do to get Minecraft into your school. I will preface this by beginning with, when I started this several years ago, we had just received two carts of iPads at our school. And this is back several years ago when educators everywhere were falling in love with the iPad. I knew that from being a gamer myself, I had played Minecraft, and I knew that it was very suitable for young children in that it didn't contain a lot of graphic violence, there was no language, it was very G-rated game. And I was reading more and more about how gaming involves your intellect and just all the multiple functions that are going on while you're gaming intellectually, and how it just really, the whole assessment of you can't move forward until you mastered the skill that they're teaching you. I had also read Mark Prinsky's book, Don't Bother Me, Mom, I'm Learning, and listened to Jane McGonigal's TED Talk, and this was my goal right then. And fortunately, I had a very daring principal, and so when I approached him with the idea of starting a Minecraft club, I even said, instead of trying to worry about how we're going to get the money, I said, how about I advertise it and everyone pays $10 to offset the cost of the game, and after the game is paid for the iPads and for the desktops, we won't charge anymore. It'll be a free club after that. And he said, go for it and see what happens. So I put a poster up on a Friday that I was taking sign-ups for the Minecraft Club, and in order to sign up, you had to bring a check or $10 in cash to have a spot. And by Monday at 9 o'clock when we got back to school, I mean, the checks were flying in my classroom big time. And
You're saying money? They're throwing money at you.
Yes, they were throwing money at it. It was like kids running in the room screaming, take my money, please. And I had something like 100 kids signed up. And I had more than enough money to purchase Minecraft EDU and to purchase 60 copies of PE Minecraft. And since then, it's just kind of increased in popularity, and my district has come in and watched what I've done, and a friend of mine who is the director of instructional technology for the district, she has now got the district fully supporting Minecraft EDU at the schools, to where if you purchase it, they will send out people from our instructional technology engineers who will help load it on the computers at your school and make sure it's running well. So my district has really been very forward thinking in this, and I have to give them kudos for that, because you know, large districts tend to be very hesitant and fearful, particularly when they're opening ports to strange and unusual things like video games. And they took a look at it, they saw the value in it, they saw what was going on at my school and with my kids, and they said, yes, this is something we can back. So I feel very lucky in that. So since then, I've been using it in the Minecraft Club, but I also use it, it's been slowly creeping into my school. So And I do use Minecraft EDU. And so why? People ask me, why do I choose this over regular Minecraft? And the reasons is that there are teacher tools. Minecraft EDU is a modification of regular Minecraft, where they have added things that are not in the normal game. It's like the teacher tools, which enable the teacher that if you're wanting to set up a build ahead of time, building can take quite some time when you're just placing one block at a time. And they've got really cool teacher tools in there, like accelerated building, where you're in a build mode to where you're not bound by walls or ground. You can float right through them, and you can do long builds to where you can place one block and then place another block 600 blocks away, and it'll fill in between them. So it can speed up when you're trying to build something for the kids to work on. It also has controls that include things like freezing everyone. If there is a moment that you're all in game together and you need to stop to talk about what's going on or to draw their attention to something, you can freeze them right where they are, where they cannot build, they can't move, they can't do anything until you release them. Special blocks. There are blocks that have red X's on them that when you see those blocks, you can't build there. There are blocks that, there's wonderful blocks called transport blocks. These are my recent favorites. It's kind of like a teleporter in Star Trek, because you place the block, and when the student walks over it, they disappear and immediately appear at the other block wherever you have it set. So we're starting to use their hosting service, where we have multiple schools in the same server. So what I've done is built teleport stations that when the students from that school get to that station, it has their school's name on it. And when they walk across the block in there, it teleports them to the area that's for their school, which has been a really good thing, and that's been my latest fun toy to play with. It is on the internet, and the big thing, the price. The price is, it's about half the price of buying regular Minecraft licenses. And when you buy Minecraft EDU, the licenses are not bound to a student or a person. When you buy regular Minecraft, it's your account. It's bound to your email address, and it's bound to your Minecraft username. With Minecraft EDU, the licenses belong to the school. So I have 30 licenses at my school, but I have 600 students. Well, any of those 600 students can use those licenses. I just cannot have more than 31 people in Minecraft EDU at one time. It was developed by Joel Levin, who is called the Minecraft teacher, and it is specifically designed for classroom use. If I get going too fast, just stop me. Okay. So in the classroom, what are some things that you can build? Mathematical arrays, storytelling, and I will get more into the storytelling in a little bit. Communities. I use this with second graders in North Carolina. The first unit they study in social studies is all about communities. So what we did is, as they were studying about communities, I had the teachers break them up into little town planning boards, and they had to blueprint or draw out the community that they wanted to build. And then over a couple of weeks, when they came to technology, they built those communities in Minecraft. And it gave the teacher an opportunity to see them putting in real life, in quotation marks, what a community should look like. Area and perimeter, I know that was used by our third grade teachers this year. Fractions is something that our fifth graders used this year, and I have an example of a lesson plan that was created by our math facilitator, and maps of historic towns. And we did this with Williamsburg this year, where we built a social studies lesson about Colonial Williamsburg in Minecraft, and the students went in and they had different assignments to do within Williamsburg.
Oh, Trish, we have a quick question.
Mhm.
How many days a week does the club meet?
The club meets 1 day a week. We meet on Mondays, which has worked out really well. Because kids have lots of sports and stuff, but yes, only 1 day a week. The club only meets 1 day a week, and I do it by semesters because I have a lot of kids who want to do it, so I can only take roughly 40 kids, and 10 of those are on iPads, so I can only take like 30 kids for Minecraft Desktop per semester, so it runs about 13 to 15 weeks per semester. Okay, some other things that we're doing now is machinima, and that includes screen capturing and editing in sound. Um, when they're in the Minecraft Club, I have said, and it's one of the rules of my club, they can play survival and PvP when they're at home on their own game, but while they're at school, it is a creative kind of thing. The only way they can be in survival mode in the club is they have to do the Survival Quest Challenge. The Survival Quest Challenge has their levels of quests, and what you find out is that it requires teamwork. It takes more than one person to do this because you have a lot of things you have to collect, and on top of that, you have a lot of things you have to craft, and it takes teamwork for one person collecting while the other person's keeping them alive. So that's what we do, and in the years that I've done the club, I've never had anyone complete it until this year. I had 2 third-grade girls complete it this spring.
Awesome.
Yes, and they got all of it done, and the boys were not happy about it, but it was great that they did finish it. And another thing that it's good for them to explore is redstone circuitry, and that's where they're using switches and redstone dust to make switches work, run roller coasters, build elevators, but it takes knowledge of how the redstone works, how it's going to make the switches work, and so this is something that really they have to stop and think about and have some knowledge about in order to really utilize it. And I encourage them a lot of times, go ahead and look at YouTube and see what all's been done with redstone and challenge yourself. Build something complicated and see how you do.
We have some other questions as well.
Uh-huh.
Is there a criteria for selecting club members, or is it first come, first served?
It's first come, first serve. I've created a Google form,
Okay.
and what I do is I have embedded the form somewhere, and we let the parents know that sign-ups are starting at 8 p.m. on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as it hits 8 p.m., that's when I open the form,
Mm-hmm.
because generally speaking, it's filled up within about 10 minutes. And so I have to try to make sure that I'm fair, and to do that,
Mm-hmm.
I found a Google form to be best, because when it fills in the Google sheet, it dates and timestamps, so that if anybody ever questions who gets into the club and who doesn't, I can show them the Google form and say, okay, here's the date and timestamp, and this is the order I took people.
Gotta love those timestamps. So.
Oh, yes. Keeps us all honest.
So another follow-up question is, how involved are the parents with this club? Do you do anything with the parents so they understand it's more than just play?
At my school, the parents kind of already know that, because they've been around me for several years, so it's sort of already known. But parents are more than welcome to come in. They can hang around. They can see what's going on. And in fact, I welcome them because last year I had parents who volunteered who did crowd control with me because it's I mean, I can help the kids with the questions, but parents would say, but I don't know anything about Minecraft. And I said, that's fine. I said, it's just walking around, and if you're hearing them starting to fuss, trying to find out what the fuss is about and mediating the fuss. But
it's a new term, mediating the fuss.
Right. And it's, but pretty much, um, it's funny because of the way that I use it and have been using it. It's like even parents who don't know me have heard about it, and so nobody really questions because they see their kid who may not be really good at sports doing something that they're good at and feeling really good about themselves. And that to me is what makes it worth it, because the parents of these kids who may not be a good soccer player or be a good baseball player or be that kid that's always excelling in other things, they come into Minecraft and they do something well, and it gives them a chance to kind of puff out their chest a bit and feel good. And so that's what parents, I think, see from it, is that it gives all kids a chance to shine. And if they didn't already kind of know that it had really good validity, I don't think their kid would be in the Minecraft club. The parents who send me their kids for Minecraft Club and who are anxious to get their kids signed up, they already see how good it is because they see how much their kid pursues it, but it's a good kind of pursuit, if that makes sense. It's not like they're chasing Call of Duty Black Ops or something.
No, that sounds great. And we
Okay.
have one other question that might be sort of transitioning into what you're going to talk about next is the Minecraft activity becoming a part of the general day? And if yes, how? The how's all in all caps. Is the Minecraft club activity leaking over to the general classroom?
Okay. It is. And the cool thing about this past year is I know my third, fourth, and fifth grade teachers, each one of the classrooms at our school has a set of 10 iPads. We're also a BYOT school, so students are allowed to bring their tablet or their laptop or their phone, and if the activity warrants, the teacher will say you can take out your device and work on this activity. Well, what the teachers in the fourth grade and fifth grade and third grade have done is in mathematics and science, I know, they have allowed them to work on, I know the fourth grade teachers did an entire math lesson with Minecraft, and see, they do this stuff without me. They just sort of assimilated it into their
That's
curriculum
awesome.
as a tool within their curriculum. So I don't know the specifics about it, but I do know that they did a math lesson involving Minecraft. I know third grade did all their area and perimeter with Minecraft. And fifth grade just allows their kids, we're a personalized learning school, so the kids are working on playlists. So a lot of it is self-paced. So I know that in all three of those grades, whenever they were doing projects in math and science and some in social studies, they allowed the students to construct their project that was for a demonstration of mastery. They allowed them to do it in Minecraft. So yes, it is being used. And like I said, Minecraft is not the main thing. It is a tool in your toolbox that can enhance the lesson or give the kid another option in when they're producing artifacts for demonstration of mastery. And so it gives them some way to show, because think about it. If I had a choice between writing you a 3-page paper on the North Carolina lighthouses, which is a requirement for fourth grade social studies, if I had a choice between writing you a 3-page paper on lighthouses in North Carolina and gluing some pictures that I cut out or printed off the internet, or constructing those Minecraft lighthouses in Minecraft and then taking you on a tour and showing you those lighthouses and just telling you a little bit about each one as we went to it, I think I'm going to go for the latter.
Plus, you to do a lot of research to get those builds correct.
Correct, exactly, because you have to find out, what does it look like, how tall is it, where is it, what kind of land is it built on, etc. It does Minecraft. Doing things in Minecraft meets all the ISTE standards, and it hits the Common Core for reading, math, and it meets most state standards for technology, because of the ways that you're having to think and be creative and innovative and blending it in and thinking. It just hits everything that you need to do those things. Okay, when I was talking about machinima, which is my goal this year, is to implement instructing this in 4th and 5th grade and in the Minecraft Club, because this year my kids created such a wonderful video, and watching them learn all these tools as they created it was awesome. So with machinima, it's what they're doing is they're screen capturing their Minecraft build, and this is a lot like the videos they watch on YouTube. All the kids who play Minecraft, their second favorite passion is watching videos about Minecraft on YouTube. And there are some video YouTubers who have thousands and thousands of people following them, and either they can be doing walkthroughs on how to build things, they can be doing stories, but either way they're doing screen capturing. So one of the things I teach the kids, and I've got a couple examples of that, is how to screen capture. And then either you can do the screen capture in clips, and then you can either upload it to YouTube, or if you need to put dialogue with it, you can put it in something like Camtasia, or you can put it in Windows Movie Maker and then add dialogue to it. And this video right here was done by 3 5th grade boys at my school, who they decided what the story was going to be about, because I gave them a topic. I said the story has to be about revolution. Now, you have to look up revolution in the dictionary and pick a definition for it, and that's what your story will be about. Because you have revolution as in French Revolution, you have revolution as a wheel going round and round, etc. So they did that, and this is the build they made. They wrote the story, they wrote the dialogue, they built it, they acted it out, they screen captured it, they put the clips in Windows Movie Maker. They then had to record their dialogue separately, so they did that and figured out how to get it into Windows Movie Maker. They put the transitions in, the titles, and it was really funny because I really saw the differences in the 3 kids as they were working. One of them was very particular and would say, oh no, that's not right, we have to adjust this. And another one was very technical. He was not happy with the camera angle, and he would make them do it over and over again. He's a future director, I guess. And he was constantly having them redo things because he wanted the camera angle differently, and he was figuring out how to do camera angles. Well, the other one was more the Minecraft master, who was building everything and saying, I'm not liking the way this is looking, we don't want it to look like this, we're going to build it this way. And since there was only 3 of them and the size of their build, they got custom NPCs, which is a mod where you can put computer generated characters within it, and then you have to program the path that they're going to walk in order that they do the thing that you're wanting them to do. Just like in a video game, when you see an NPC in a game, this is what they're doing. They're putting their own NPCs into this build they did in order to flesh it out to where there are more people there, to where it's not just 3 people running around. And so they did a really good job just on the technical aspects of it. That was what impressed me, was how they fleshed it out and really made it a more cohesive whole work instead of just minimalistic. Right here, this is the Survival Quest Challenge. This was created by Lucas Gillespie, who is head of technology in Surrey County here in North Carolina. And he is the Minecraft and education guy that I go to for a lot of questions. But this is the Survival Quest Challenge, where you start out with the basics of building a safe house. And the thing is after they do these things, they have to call you over and show you so that you can mark that they've completed these things. And so these are the simple things: building a basic shelter, a furnace, and settling in. They have to do a garden. They have to do an animal pen. They have to bake bread, make some cookies, and this is in survival mode. So they have to they have to grow the wheat and gather the wheat, and then they can do all these things. And then they have to go find a mine where they can gather all these gems, build a suit of armor. They have to go monster hunting, which is the zombies and the skeletons, tree farms, pets. They have to tame things. They have to collect obsidian and build a nether portal. They have to fly to the nether. They have to defeat the ender dragon. I mean, there is tons of things they have to do here, and it's not easy when you're in survival mode, and you do need to work as a team. And that's one of the coolest things I've seen, is some teams work well together. They start out, yeah, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and then halfway through it, they're just frustrated, and they say, we're going to go over to creative mode now, Miss Cloud, because we can't do this. And I had these 2 little girls that just kept going, and they finished it. Let's see, is this it? Yes. This is the math lesson that was done, where it's for 5th grade math, and you have been hired as a city planner to create a map of a new downtown community. This can be in your choice of a specific time period, past, present, or future, and the board has given you a set of rules to follow and are very concerned about the amount of space used. And so these are the criteria for the Minecraft community that you're building for math. It's 5 structures. 1/3 of the stores are for basic needs. All the stores, half must be grocery. 1/8 of the stores are for community or for shopping. And they have to use jewel blocks, because when you place jewel blocks together in Minecraft, you can see the delineation between the blocks so that they could see the fraction being constructed. And so they have to do all these things. They have to write a blog or detailed explanation of their plan and use fraction data to support their thinking. And then she created a rubric of computation, organization, quality, and communication that the teacher could look at upon looking at the community to see if it met all the criteria. We will put this infographic on the website later, and you can click on any of these and look at the videos that are here. One of the projects that we did with 5th grade this year was a college project of every instructor in our school told us what college they went to. And then the 5th graders had to pick that college. They had to do a project where they researched what were the entrance requirements for that college? What were the majors that the college was known for? Where is the college located? How much does it cost to attend this college? And they had to do a whole presentation of what the college was like. They also had to interview the staff member that went to that college to find out what it was like to be there. And we had a couple, probably about 4 or 5, that actually built the colleges in Minecraft to take you on a tour of the campus. And I have a couple of those on here. One is from Butler University and one is from West Virginia State University.
Very cool.
So I've put a couple of those on there, and then the two, the math lesson and the Minecraft Survival Quest Challenge are both on there also. So this will be on the website. So if you want to click on any of these links, you can do that to look at this stuff for yourself. So any more questions?
Yes, we have one last question is how do teachers handle multiple different devices and platforms such as phones, tablets, etc. And what kind of technical issues come up, if any?
We have what's called a flex connection at our school, so pretty much all devices work, and the majority of the students' work, what they're doing in class, is done through Google Drive. So even if you're on an Android tablet, a Kindle tablet, an iPhone, an iPad, a Samsung Galaxy, whatever, those are going to work just fine using Google Drive as far as your documenting and doing stuff like that. Minecraft PE is available on all those platforms, and if the student is building something there, the teacher can see that. We're very particular about it's not something, they're just not allowed to be on their devices at any time. It's only for specific times and for specific reasons. And, you know, I am an elementary school, so I have to say the natives are easier to handle and they're a little more compliant at this age than in older ages. But our teachers have learned pretty well since when they went into the school. They went into the school with having iPads in the classroom and Apple TV and all that kind of stuff. So our teachers have become quite adept at handling technology in the classroom, I must say, and they're pretty savvy. So and we're constantly trying to keep them up to date and make sure that they don't run into those issues. So would you like to see their movie? Or do we not have time for that?
I think we're going to have to go ahead and say goodbye for now.
Okay.
But feel free, everyone, to tune back in about 17 minutes, and we'll have a tour of Philadelphia that was built in Minecraft. So see you all then. Goodbye.